there, hello there. It's I feel like I've said that for the last like 5 episodes.
If we've done 129 episodes, you've done it for at least 100 of them.
Oh my god, is that my catchphrase? Am I actually like using Ned Flanders as my fucking catchphrase for this show?
Hi diddly ho!
Oh jeez. You know, I was thinking it would be fine if we rebooted the show like again and like we just started from episode 1 and deleted everything. Like people.
Do we get new people to play us?
We could, yeah. We got
just get similar looking guys to just sit in the chair. Hey, it's me, Brad.
Yeah, we just hired people who are like look like us, but they're 21 instead of 31, and then
yeah,
we've kept prolonged ourselves for another 10 years.
We never die.
Right. We just keep hiring new versions of us. Yeah. And then eventually we'll be turned into a 3D model, and then
I can't wait till our show is done when we're holograms.
Yeah. I can't wait to be like on a stage next to Tupac hologram.
Yeah, finally.
Been waiting for him.
It's gonna be one of those fully like Van Gogh situations where once we die, finally DrawBomb will pop off.
Right, and people will be like, "Oh my god, the brilliance!" That episode where he talked about King of the Hill for 2 hours after the show had ended.
It's way easier to love an artist when you don't have to pay them.
Yeah, that's so true. It's easier to love an artist, especially when you can repost their work online and you don't have to worry about them being mad at you on Twitter.
Their estate is still grieving. We can exploit them. No one will know.
No one will be the wiser. Brandon, welcome to another episode. DrawBomb. I don't know why I'm welcoming you. You were the.
I feel welcome. I didn't feel welcome, but then you said that. Now I'm like, wow, this feels like home.
I normally have a red carpet out for you, but I didn't have time.
But it's unfortunate that we're both very far away from each other, so I can't see that. You never have the camera angled at the floor. I never knew there was a red carpet down.
No, not unless I'm doing like those push-ups like that one episode. But I didn't have a red carpet when we did the push-up episode. That was we
you have it now, right?
Yet. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah. I believe it. You don't have to show me.
Yeah. Cool.
It's red. It's carpet. I've seen that before. I know it. I can picture it.
You know what that shit looks like. Oh, the red carpet. Someone should really throw everyone for a loop and do a different colored carpet some year.
People are like, oh, we're in the driver. They pull up and they're like, we're in the wrong place, I think. Keep going. We'll go around the block. There's an event around here. That blue carpet can't be for me.
That's not it. I know. Look, I'm like, at this point, I'm like a bull and a bull fighter, you know? Like, it's the red. That's what I see. That's what I go for.
You get mad?
Get real mad, and then I drive at it.
You show up to, like, fucking, like, the red carpet at some, like, stupid premiere, and then you just start, like, charging into people with your head.
Get out of my way! The red carpet is lava.
They're like, wow, Ian is doing his usual bull thing, and wow, what a wonderful dress. Who was it designed by?
Oh, this is designed by
As you come like charging through.
Oh my god! That's a great way to
Stars are all out tonight.
We have a few of them off to the side watching, and looks like we have the Jackass crew here. While dodging Ian.
Leviathan Den says, I'm meeting a small kitten tonight. Oh. Whoa, are you getting a cat, Leviathan Den?
Whoa.
I fully support that.
We have a small kitten. And we got a fartsing going on.
And he subscribed 23 months. Whoa. Holy smokes. You are 1 month away from 2 years. That's insane.
What a captain of industry Leviathan Den is.
He's keeping the gears turning here at DrawBomb.
Angel investor.
It feels like just yesterday that he hit it a year. That's crazy that he's at about 2 now.
Time really
It really does feel recent.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it feels like just 4 weeks ago we were doing the I think that was how long it was. Oh my god.
Crazy Kyle's here with 27. Oh my god.
Jeez.
Wow.
Jeez.
We have dedicated viewers. We have
do.
a 20. 23 month and 27 month.
I still really don't know what like value we add, but I appreciate the money all the less.
Pity. It's all pity.
Nonetheless,
I will cash in on pity. I've been doing it for 32 years.
That's how you got a wife.
Ball rolling. It is. She's not married to me yet. She still has time to run.
That's true. Don't want us to jinx it yet.
By the time you guys both subscribe for 24 and 28 months, then she will be locked in.
To quote an episode of Friends that I watched just moments ago, it ain't over till she says I do.
It ain't over till Ross accidentally calls you Rachel.
Yep, exactly right. Then it's over. Oh boy, is it over.
Oh, jeez.
Oi.
Yeah.
That shit's over, bray.
But we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Yes,
you don't have
thank
to
you.
do that, but
How
you've
dare
been
you.
doing it for over 2 years, so I don't know. I guess it feels like peeing into the wind to tell you not to do it anymore at this point.
Yeah.
You're gonna do it.
You're gonna do it. We do, and like we're not promising anything in return. Like aside from we'll probably still do the show. Uh-oh. I have a frozen Brandon on my screen. This is bad. This ain't me this time. I'm looking at the frame rates right now. It looks like Brandon's having some issues. That's unfortunate. But I guess the show must go on. I also realized I've had the notifications muted, so Brandon wasn't getting any of that. He wasn't hearing the farts that I was hearing. I fixed that. When Brandon's internet returns, go figure. We've actually had, not to jinx anything, good numbers in terms of stream happeningness, like my internet connection. And now Brandon's offline, so that's very funny to me. That's very funny. You can't. The house always wins. You know what I mean? But we're just gonna keep on going. Thank you once again, Leviathan, Den, and Kyle, for the continued contributions. I don't know what to say aside from. Oh, he's gone. He's officially left the call. That is not my name. Do not pay attention to that. Do not look above my head. I swear to gosh. Look, hey. That's not true. That's not accurate, okay? We're gonna fix it once Brandon's internet turns back on, okay? Yeesh. I don't know what to tell ya. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for joining us. I was gonna say this episode is gonna have less technical difficulties than the last episode, which, as you guys may or may not remember, just went completely off the rails because I couldn't see through my mask and I refused to take my mask off. But that's clearly gone out the window because now Brandon's internet is doing this thing. He just texted me. He confirmed it's his fault. You guys can yell at him when he gets back. While we're here, people in the chat, what are you doing? What are you up to? While we await the Bidun's return. Branthor. I didn't have like a good moniker for him. There he is. He's back in. He's back in the I don't know if you guys heard a little ding ding. That means he's back in the drawing room. He's probably still waiting on Discord to settle the call. Oh, here he is. Man has returned. Getting his webcam turned on as we speak. There he is. He's 2 floating squares right now.
Hello?
There he
Hello?
is. Oh, he's returned. The triumphant return.
I'm back. And
You're back.
better than ever.
I'm so glad.
Oh my gosh, sorry to leave you there alone.
You've returned just like Gandalf.
Just like my father has not.
Oh. I'm so sorry.
He'll be back though. He's just no. You don't need to be sorry. He's just grabbing cigarettes. He'll be fine. He'll be right back.
He'll be back. Don't even worry.
I don't know. You're implying he'll be right back.
I just realized your camera has been so off center, and I just deleted a thing.
It's because sorry.
No, it's completely
because,
no. It's not your fault.
I find myself when I draw. Oh, okay, gotcha.
No, I literally I like deleted
I understand.
a layer in OBS, and then you shifted over to the, and I'm like, what the fuck was?
Gotcha. I follow.
So confusing.
Oh, and look at my name. It's like
What I can't see. What's it saying?
on the screen. It's like two of them overlaid, so it looks super,
Oh
like,
yeah, what the hell? I think I did a.
It's Latin or something.
Yeah, it's like when you put like a sentence through those like number fucker upper generators, you know, that makes like the writing. Yeah, it's like cursed writing or whatever. I do not know what's happening with these layers. There's a whole extra layer going on. Now I'm off center, but when I deleted these, what is? Oh, you know what? I'm a ding dong.
You try and tell me that OBS does not make sense or work good?
It's just I need to redo my whole setup. I've made it confusing. I've made a mockery of organization. A Colin mockery, that's right. I've made a Colin mockery.
I'm happy to be back. I'm sorry I left.
That's a-okay. You know, I was talking about how it seems that some internet issues may have been rectified.
Except for mine.
Yeah, and now we have this happening. Like, what's going on? Now I'm still trying to fix this camera.
Has Leviathan Den specified what this small kitten, what that's about?
No, we haven't gotten an update on the Leviathan Den situation. I'm still eagerly
I'm sorry, I hear about
waiting.
a cat, I get excited.
Yeah, me too. Because I want
Speaking of, we might be getting our third this weekend.
Back?
Yeah.
The return?
The return of Peppa.
Hell yeah.
Crusty black cat. The kittens are now up for adoption.
Are you going to promote him to Sergeant?
Sergeant Peppa. It is a girl. But a girl can be Sergeant.
Yeah. Girls can die in war too.
Yeah. You know.
Alright, oh my god, I fucked up this thing still. I'm gonna fix this. Your thing is looking better, although it's looking a little cut off. What happened there? There we go. I fixed it. It was like the border underneath you.
Oh, I see.
Oy vey, this is almost as bad as last week.
When you guys come to visit, you, and then friend of the show, Zenut and, what's her name on here?
Bell Rocket.
Bell Rocket. For the wedding, you can have, so the second in the third, whatever, the days of before and after the wedding, you can have the bedroom, but like, other than that, you guys are going to have to battle it out for the couch and the bed. I assume, because there's two of them, you're probably going to get stuck on the couch when they're here.
Okay with that. Yeah, I usually pick the couch. I'm willing to make the sacrifice.
The cats can be dicks at night, so you'll have to fight them off. But other than that...
Oh, yeah, that's okay.
Good luck.
I've dealt with dickish cats in the past. And
Me too. When I stayed at your place, there was a small cat that had not learned claw control yet and was like climbing up my legs.
She was a cutie.
Yeah, very cute. She smelled like poop.
Oh, she always was farting, yeah.
You guys would just leave out like a giant bowl of wet food and she would just like devour it.
That was not me. That was my roommate who adopted all of those cats.
You're supposed to kind of keep a kitten like fed nonstop. So you weren't wrong, but she smelled. She was dropping mad farts.
It was not me. It was my roommate.
Ian, when you made the decision to feed that cat a pile of slop,
it was not my cat. I did not. I came home from work the one day, And my girlfriend at the time was like, hey, so I just adopted a kitten from your roommate. And I was like, where did my roommate get kittens? And she was like, oh, I helped her grab like 4 in like an alleyway. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. It's always like, that's the way it feels. Even though you like fall in love with them right away. It's always
yeah.
like, oh, God.
Oh
my
my
whole
God.
life's about to change.
I literally have to like shift focus a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little
Have to
bit,
be
but
less selfish.
yeah. Now I gotta like make extra preparations if I'm gonna like leave town.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're getting number 3.
Hooray.
And she's sweet. We'll see how she interacts with the other cats. That's one thing we have not dealt with yet. But we'll figure it out.
Gotcha.
Life and Den says Liz got a kitten and it's visiting. Oh, that's exciting.
That is exciting.
Love a kitten. Love one.
Love a cat. All right, I've officially fixed the show. Now we should reboot the show. Just start from episode 1 again. No one's watched the last 128 episodes.
DrawBomb 2.0.
That's right. No, we don't even call it that. We just pretend like we never did the last 130 episodes.
Oh, so it's like a shame reboot, not like a...
Exactly. No, it's just like it's like all of that stuff was the trial runs, but they're really like
we were just learning how to do the show.
I watched like one episode from like episode 25 or something like that before we'd really figured stuff out, and I was like, oof, this audio quality.
Yeah.
You
Probably
can
rough.
barely hear us.
It takes, apparently, they say it takes 10,000 episodes to become an expert at streaming, right?
This is so true. 10,000 streaming hours to get that achievement on Twitch.
Is there achievement for that? Probably.
They are, yeah, I think there's like an achievement for streaming for bajillions of hours on Twitch. The achievements don't do anything. Like Twitch doesn't help you out extra if you like streamed a whole
No,
bunch.
they're just trying to like tap into that gamer brain because a lot
Exactly.
of people on Twitch are gamers.
They're like, oh, fucking, we've got make them get that sense of they pulled that lever.
I'm an achievement hunter.
That's right,
I hunt
completionist.
achievements.
I'm such a completionist. I fucking 100% at Twitch, dude.
I used to think you were a completionist, but then you didn't finish Scorn.
You're right. I shattered your worldview. I don't even know who you are anymore, dude.
I thought I knew you.
Speaking of fucking yeah, dude. Speaking of fucking video games,
Yes.
let's do that thing we do every week where we're just like,
Okay.
"What are you doing?"
Sure. I have been playing. I don't know if I like it or not yet. I know it's a gacha game, but I've been playing a little bit of Genshin Impact.
Okay.
It's very like, for the sake of like a chill, like at your own pace, do what you want to do. Like, it's pretty fun. There's big open world. There's a lot of characters and fighting styles and interesting enemies. And I haven't quite got to the part of those games where they're like put a wall in front of you and expect
Yeah.
you to pay money because they like, all right, now that we got them addicted, now let's, I haven't got to that part yet. So
Okay, that's good.
I'm still enjoying it.
Yeah, there's always that fucking wall where the game is just like, hey, if you're not gonna fucking give us that cash, you're gonna either start watching a lot of ads or you're just
They
not
have
gonna
some
play.
like, they've collected data and they found the spot where people like they really get hooked and don't stop playing. And
Yeah.
then at that point, that's where they throw that wall down.
Exactly. They did. There's it's sad, but
But,
it's like literally true.
I haven't hit that spot, so I'm still enjoying it.
Good.
There's still more content than things asking me to pay
Good.
at this point. So I don't
Gotta
know.
love that.
Fun so far. I don't really have much to say about it. It's like kind of feels like Breath of the Wild knockoff, but like one of the things to keep you like to get people to spend money or to keep you playing is there's like a million different characters that you can
You like
unlock and use.
anime waifus or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And every
That's
time you
all I know
unlock
about the
one,
game
they
is-
mail you a statue of them in the mail and like lingerie that you can like put on your bookshelf and
And make
people
your
come over and
parents
they're like,
ashamed.
oh, what's that?
Oh my god. Is she on all fours?
That's always like I don't kink shame anyone, but that's always the fun part to me about like people who are into like anime waifus is like they don't just leave it as like a lot of them don't leave it as like
a folder on their hard drive or something like that.
Yeah, like a shameful thing that they keep on their computer that no one knows about. They like put banners on the walls and they have little statues of them. Yeah. And they like have like a pillow shaped like them sometimes.
Well, the pillow is a bit more of a private situation, at least. Like, you can put a pillow, like, you can put a pillow in the closet, or you can, if it's in your bedroom and somebody sees your pillow, like, what are you in my bedroom? Like, whatever. Live your life. Sorry, go on, though. Finish what you were saying.
But it's just, it seems like more like there's more pride that comes with it. And that's not a bad thing. That's, sure. But it's just funny that, like, people like to, like, show it off.
Yeah,
when it comes to that,
people have gone out of their ways to normalize being horny and in public, I guess.
We all, like in public, who knows? But I mean, regardless, we all are. But like to be like, come to my house, and there's just like, here are my horny statues. Like,
yeah. Like funny. It's no shame. I'm not yucking yums if you got like weird ass statues in your house or whatever, but I just feel like having those statues, it's like if your parents come over, do you like put them in a box? Do you just leave them out and your parents are just like, wow, she's on all fours.
Wow, she's got huge titties.
My, it reminds me of something I used to watch back in the 80s.
Funny.
Grandpa was into tentacle porn. Anyways, but yeah, I know like a couple of folks who have like statues and they just like fucking have that shit on their bookshelves, and like there's like,
I know, that's what I'm saying.
They'll have those statues next to like cool statues of like Spike Spiegel or some shit like that, and it's like, whatever, I don't know, have your fucking collection. I ain't mad. It's just like the only thing that comes to mind when I think about that stuff is like what happens when your parents come over. That's the main thing I think about. Like,
yeah, what's the line? Do you leave this out for everyone, or do you take it away for certain people? And like, you thought I was somebody that would think this is cool. What is this? Do you?
I mean, I've never cared. I'm just like, up there.
No,
that is.
And I'm like I said, I don't care. I'm not like, ugh, I don't like this person anymore. But I'm always just like, okay, you have that on display. That's fun. That's
I
funny
appreciate
to me.
that you don't think I won't judge.
Yeah.
I guess I'm if you do hide it, I'm glad I'm in the trusted few, you know?
Yeah, I'm not made uncomfortable, but I do find it funny when I see him just like full display. Like, here's just like giant titty, like
if it's like above the TV
girl
or something like that, it's like, wow, that is the TV is the prominent visual.
Yeah, you want this to be one of the main things.
Yeah,
display pieces in your home, and that's fine.
Yeah,
but you're making choices, is all I'm saying. You're making choices, and I just find it funny the choices some people make.
You're not yucking yums though.
No. They can knock themselves out. I just
they can go
it's
for
just funny.
But yeah, it is an interesting. I would never. I feel like weird having a poster that's like even vaguely horny. Like if it's like a poster that's like got a little bit too much TNA going on, I'm just like, this feels a little bit uncouth.
Right. Like even when I was a kid, like a lot of people had those like horny posters, and one of my friends got me like I don't remember, it was either like Britney Spears or like Jessica Simpson or something, like in like a bikini, and it was just like, I put it up because he got it for me and I thought it was funny, but like I would never buy that for myself. And
yeah,
I don't know, it's weird.
It's just
display like in the room that like your mom has to come into every time you talk to her.
Yeah.
Hey mom,
I jerk off to this occasionally.
Big titty poster on the wall.
I've whacked it to this, and you know that.
It's weird.
It's unspoken.
Weird thing.
It's just an interesting tale to leave being told out in public.
But yeah, well, you know, that's the way I feel about those. And
no judgment on other people. I just can't break that barrier. I respect people who are able to just be that loud and proud about themselves.
Right.
That shit.
And honestly, people might judge like some of the toys I have around the house. Like none of them are like sexual, but there's like action figures and weird things like I have on display around. And I'm a grown man.
Someone reads your Hodor book and they're just like, "Oh, so you spent money on this."
I've had people actually say that, like, why do you have it? And I'm like, oh, it's funny. And they're like, yeah, but why'd you buy it? And I'm like, I don't know, it's funny. Yeah, I'm kind of in some similar category.
Everyone's got their shames that they have on their bookshelves. I know, but it's one person's, it's like how one person's trash is another person's treasure, one person's pride is another person's shame.
Yeah. Well, some people have attempted to make trying to be funny their entire existence, and I have that curse, unfortunately. It's how I smooth out social interactions.
Are you a Chandler Bing?
Not quite, but maybe a more like millennial version of him.
You're I was trying to think of a millennial name, but that's Brandon. Is a name that's pretty. Because I know a millennial who's named Brandon.
All the Brandons I know are, I think. I don't know many old or young Brandons. It was
the guy who wrote Fahrenheit 451. His name.
That's Brandon. Fellow Brandon.
Sure. I'm pretty sure.
Good name.
Or am I thinking of the guy who wrote what's it called? Jesus Christ, Catcher in the Rye.
Oh, Bible. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, my bad.
J.D. Salinger is the guy who wrote Catcher in the Rye, so I'm definitely thinking of Fahrenheit. Am I right about Fahrenheit 451? No! Ray Bradbury. Never mind.
Brandonbury.
Ray Bradbury. Just change your name. It's fine.
At this point,
let's just both change our names.
If you change your name at 30, I feel like you're admitting defeat. You gotta decide that, and you're finding yourself time like in the 20s.
Look, you never stop finding yourself, okay? It would be a shame to cut people off.
Here I am.
Whoa! I knew X marked the spot. I painted a big X on my tummy.
I'm okay with Brandon. I've come to terms with Brandon.
Okay.
I've felt very motivated this year. Everybody keeps telling me to go.
Don't want to change your name to DrawBomb?
DrawBomb.
Just change your name to DrawBomb and be our marketing.
That would help the show, right?
Yeah, you just be like, hi, my name is DrawBomb. They're like, that's a very odd name. You're like, well, tune in on Mondays, 8 p.m.
My name is http://www.twitch.tv/drawbomb.com. It's like Elon Musk's kid.
Yeah. Oh God, that poor child.
It's fine. You'll probably never see him.
It's more Grimes' kid. I'm sure she's. Yeah. If she's in that kid's life, she's more in it than Elon Musk is.
She just collected that bag and got out of there, which is probably a smart move.
Yeah, it's a good move. Well, he's ruining Twitter. That's interesting to see.
I like that. Not to get into that kind of stuff, but I think it's funny how he's like, all the advertisers were ruining this thing after I bought it. And it's like, nah, that's you, bro.
Yeah, you literally just reposted a conspiracy theory. Like,
you should probably not buy your favorite website that you're also addicted to and want people to like you on.
Maybe you shouldn't.
That's gonna create a conflict of interest when it comes to running a business.
Maybe you shouldn't spend $50 billion as a meme. I don't know.
The funny part is that he tried not to, and then they were like, "Sorry, you have to now." He's like,
"Yeah." He was like, I thought I took it back. Like I thought I said psych." Like,
it was a goof.
No, you can't say psych in a legally binding document.
Pretty funny.
What a fucking idiot.
If you can just like stop being worried about being eviscerated by nuclear warfare and take a step back and just laugh at everything, some stuff is pretty funny.
Yeah. It is pretty funny to watch the world's dumbest billionaire just completely fuck up a website that people already hated, but like I stopped using Twitter back in 2020 just because I was fucking tired of it. I've been happier since I quit Twitter. I can say that categorically.
It sucks, but I do use it.
I can't recommend quitting it enough. Like Twitter, once I got off of it, I just immediately, like, I probably know a lot less about like what's happening in the modern world, but I still keep up to date with a lot of stuff that's happening. So it's not like I chose this as an opportunity to become ignorant, but like I just took a break. I'm not taking a break. I'm never going back with Twitter, but I got the fuck off that website, and I couldn't. I can't stress enough how it. I
think it gave me some new mental illnesses during the COVID shutdown. That combined with like the Trump, like the Trump heyday, those two times overlapping, I think just like doom scrolling Twitter, I think gave me some new brain sicknesses.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. No, it was like a weird form of trauma. I mean,
oh yeah.
I mean, politics is just like enacting trauma on people at a large scale and just over time.
Speaking of which, go out and vote tomorrow.
Yeah. Woo. Democracy. You gotta...
It'll work this time.
Yeah, it's clearly been doing us well. Not that
it'll
there's like a better...
I'm sure of it.
Not that there's a better fucking system, but it's clearly... Well, there's a number of issues that are made to make the democracy not work, but I don't feel like going into a fucking TED talk about how capitalism tears democracy down. But
I once saw a TED talk where a guy showed you how to wash your hands and dry your hands with only one piece of paper towel. And he's an old man. So, there you go.
I mean, good. People who use a lot of paper towels are ridiculous. And I think they should be fined. I think paper towels are expensive enough. I think people are too dumb about their paper towels and their toilet paper.
Drying your hands with trees. Shiny Doggy in the chat. Welcome, Shiny Doggy.
Hey.
Says, I just started Twitter. Haha, it's mostly because people start spaces. Yeah, it's useful for like networking and stuff, but it eats your brain.
Yeah. It's make sure you don't start following accounts that are like, hey, check out this awful thing that's happening in the world today. And you're like, oh, this account...
That's everything I follow.
That's everything I follow. And then like...
I'm still there.
Your Twitter is just like... your Twitter becomes just like a constant scroll of everything terrible that's happening that you can do nothing about. And it's like, oh, shit. Well, I guess I'm just gonna...
I haven't left that place.
Guess I'm just gonna be anxious for the next 3 hours and then go... Once my anxiety levels have dipped below a certain threshold, I'll go back on Twitter and then I'll do it all over again. Reset the timer. It's like in an MMO when you like eat food and like the food gives you like a buff to your experience for like 2 hours. It's like that, except Twitter just gives you a buff to your anxiety levels. Everything that makes you anxious makes you like twice as anxious.
You basically hone in the things that make you anxious and then you create a feed of those things to read.
Yeah.
And then you eat medication.
And that's Twitter. Shiny Doggy says, nope, it's frustrating that things keep getting suggested though. Yeah, and that's the other thing is like I would have like when I first started using Twitter back in like 2011, 2010, something like that. I used Twitter like my Twitter was entirely like people saying funny jokes in like the 140 character limit. So like you'd go on and people would be like, hey, Tron's real name is Tronald. And I'd be like, that's funny. And then that was
like button.
Smash that like button, retweet, maybe reply with your own joke back in like a desperate bid to gain clout. But that was my Twitter experience back in like 2010, 2011 was just like jokes and jokes and jokes and jokes, spaghetti. And now it's
half
like
the feed is stuff they send to you.
Yeah. Half the feed is just like someone you watch is subscribed to this anxiety-inducing Twitter account.
If there's any viewers, maybe you can confirm this. Maybe it is what you were just saying where it's like people you subscribe to are subscribed to him. But like I went from seeing nothing from Elon Musk to seeing every single tweet he posts on my main feed.
Well, he also
I'm like,
owns
did
the
he
site
just
now.
like auto? I know, but that's what I'm wondering. Is that like conspiracy to be like he's putting himself on everybody's front page?
Probably.
Or he probably would, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Or is he just like, is it just because other people follow him?
I mean, it's possible. I mean, he's also the big Twitter topic at the moment, I'm sure, because he owns the site now and he's ruining it from what I hear.
Comedy's back, Ian.
The
Comedy's
comedy
back.
is back. Hey,
That was his post 9 days ago, and now he's deleting people for making fun of him.
Yeah, he's deleted
I
comedians.
don't know if you've seen any of that.
Oh yeah, Kathy Griffin, the H3H3 guy. I've never paid attention to anything he's done. They both got permanently banned from the site apparently. It's really going well.
Great.
Shiny Doggy says my headphones keep making clicking noise. They didn't before he bought Twitter. It does with the Amazon app when it's listening to me. It's so frustrating. It is very strange. Are you saying that Elon Musk did so? I don't know the correlation. I'm sorry. I
think they're saying that.
I understand like a sort of general area, but the exact. Sorry, what are you saying?
I think they're saying that the app is listening to collect data.
Probably, I believe that. I wouldn't doubt that for a second.
I mean, they're definitely designed to.
Twitter turns on its mic more than it did before. Okay, I didn't even know Twitter had a mic. I mean, I've never. Well, I'm gonna cough. Oh man, I tried to mute myself, but my Stream Deck does not mute OBS anymore. No, I didn't
cough.
You didn't hear my cough?
Mm.
Oh, it showed
maybe
a real...
just like maybe you peaked so hard that you went silent.
I showed a real loud on OBS. No, but I've never used Twitter's microphone thing. I think I've seen that icon, but I've never used it. But if Twitter's recording more than it did before, that's Elon trying to be like, God, how do I get my money back for this purchase?
I hope they're saying nice things about me.
Yeah, I gotta sell their data fast so I can make my 50 million bucks back. Oh God, why did I buy this site on a meme?
He's the one that's like, guys, I have to charge $8 because this website loses $1 million a day, and it's like, why'd you buy something?
Yeah,
$1 million a day, you dumb fuck.
You bought this fucking website, you attention-seeking nobody. He's not nobody. He's obviously like a very influential person, but
he wants to be loved. That's the only thing he wants, which is kind of funny.
Desperate. He's like such a desperate. He needs like daddy's hugs, like. Daddy needed to come back from the Emerald Mine he was running a couple times and just hug Elon once or twice more.
Elon Musk is an emerald baby that's a tortured soul just because he'll never be a poster, and he wants to be a poster.
Yeah. He just wants to be... He wants to be like cool Batman, like who's into DMT.
Yeah, he wants to be cool Batman. He's not.
He's just
trying
very
too hard
lame.
is the real tragic part.
Yeah. The first step to being cool is you can't try at it.
It's funny that they always shoot themselves in the foot. Like the less effort you put in, the more cool people. Like people, there's a lot of like stands for Elon Musk for no reason.
Yeah.
And the more effort he puts into collecting more, the more of those original ones he loses. He's not gaining any new fans. He's just like blowing up his.
He's just blowing up his fan base. I'm sure there's a couple of diehards that'll stick around.
Oh yeah, there's still a lot of people that love him. You're in a echo chamber if you think everyone thinks he sucks, because people love billionaires, and a lot of people love
they really do.
Musk.
It's like, oh, let me.
I think they think that they can be one day.
Yeah, no, they do. They think if they suck up to a billionaire enough, they like won't get sent to the mines.
They're like, I don't hate this guy because one day we'll be at a party together when I too am a billionaire.
If Elon Musk runs the world one day, if I suck up to him on Twitter, he won't send me to the mines. And it's like, no, he'll
let me work in the bunker that he lives in.
I'll be the overseer of the mines. And it's like, nah, dude, you're gonna be fucking with a pickaxe like the rest of us.
Back to the emerald mines.
Yeah, back to the emerald mines. I go.
You only have to work 8 hours in the emerald mine to get the blue check on Twitter.
I called Elon Papa on Twitter. Why am I holding a pickaxe too?
You must not have seen it.
I want to go to the Grimes Mines, please. Says Shiny Doggy.
Grimes Mines.
The Grams Mimes. Oy vey, fuck Elon Musk.
Guy sucks.
What a prick.
We've transitioned from hating on Jeff Bezos for a hot minute to hate Elon Musk instead.
I mean, we still hate that guy too, but I don't know.
Yeah.
We gotta find a different
They're
target.
not mutually exclusive. You can hate them both. And I do.
If you got $1 billion, probably fuck you.
Yeah, a good chance it's sad that I saw, I'm not going to say this is original thought. I saw somebody else who wrote it, but they wrote, Elon Musk has the money to do everything whatever he wants to do for every minute of every day for the rest of his life, and instead he chooses to try to like get popular on this platform.
So, like the billionaires of like not that I'm pining for the fucking like robber baron days, but the billionaires of the robber baron days would absolutely like kick the shit out of Elon Musk. They'd be like like you don't hunt for sport every day of every minute of every hour of every day until you're tired, in which case you go to bed with a nice rum shandy. And then Elon Musk is like, no, there's this some fucking guy yelling at me on Twitter and I'm fucking
everyone's like, making fun of me
back. And I'm fucking like, I'm gonna go start another NFT cartoon. Like fucking crazy.
He could do anything he wants.
Yeah. Like John Rockefeller would fucking slap the shit out of Elon Musk in like a heartbeat. And John Rockefeller, I think, had his heart replaced like 8 times or some shit like that.
Man, that's a top tier billionaire, one that can get your heart replaced multiple times. Like multiple people, like a room full of people have to die for you to live as long as you did.
Yeah, I catered a party for some Rockefeller like when I was working in the restaurant, and like I found out like mid catering, and then like I'm handing out hors d'oeuvres, and the one guy's I think he was talking to me for a second because I was like, hey, is the party going okay? Like we catering it nice? He's like, yes, such a great man. And I'm like, I think it was like after the guy had just died or something like that. I remember looking him up on Wikipedia that night and being like, this guy had, not John Rockefeller, it was a Rockefeller though, but like he had like 8 heart transplants. And I'm like, fucking 8 people died and then he got their hearts instead of like other people who were much more valuable to the world and probably did less to destroy it. Like, what the fuck?
You pay your way to the top of the, I mean, know the answer.
Of course you can. You donate a wing.
Of course.
Yeah. Do you think that billionaires
trade
aren't
a wing
getting
for
on
a
the
heart
waiting list? Yeah. Exactly, a wing for a heart. We got real on this episode, didn't we?
We really spiraled out.
Yeah.
It's alright. Feels like old times.
Oh yes.
How do we color this dungeon? I don't even know what a...
What?
I said, what is a Zelda dungeon like colored like? I don't even know how to...
Oh, there are all sorts of colors. They're usually color coded after whatever element. Or like they're like themed, you know? So like, let's say this is a fucking big blue stone one.
Perfect. I had already chosen blue.
Alrighty, Rooney. See? You got it. You nailed it.
I'm a natural.
How many Zeldas have you played?
Not a lot. I played Breath of the Wild. I played like 1 way back in the day. I played 2 as a kid, but that game just like
that was a very different game.
In it. Very frustrating and confusing. As a child, I was just like, "What
what
am I supposed to do here?"
That one was
so I didn't make any progress in that.
That game did not like to tell you where you were supposed to go.
I played a couple. It's hard for me to. This time all blurs together for me, but I played a couple DS and like Game Boy Advance ones. There's some goodies on there. There's like I don't know. And then I played the Super Nintendo one. Link
Link to the Past?
Link to the Past, that's the one.
You and I have played very much not the same types of Zelda games, I think.
I haven't played many Zelda games.
Interesting. Okay.
I haven't played any of the good N64 ones.
Interesting. So
I never had an N64.
Never played Ocarina of Time? Yeah, you could.
But no, I haven't.
Interesting. You never watched Matt play Ocarina of
I've
Time?
watched him play, but I haven't played it.
Okay. What color?
Watched him play multiple times, even with like the weird
randomizer thing going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played the Nintendo 64 ones. I played the first and second one. The second one much more because that was the one that my grandma had at her house when we would visit.
Yeah. I had 1 and 2, but 2 was just like I couldn't figure out what the hell I was supposed to do.
We would play 2 for like a little bit, and then like we would go, all right, fuck it, we're going back to Contra.
Yeah, I played a lot of Contra.
But I played the Nintendo 64 ones, and then I borrowed a buddy's GameCube in high school, and after he got like a Wii or something like that, and I played Wind Waker, and then but I didn't own it ever. I just played it once, and then in college I had a roommate who had a Wii, so I played. But I didn't play Twilight Princess right away. Actually, I didn't play Twilight Princess until
I haven't played any of those.
Later, but I played Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, the Nintendo 64 ones. There's one more. No, I think that's it. But the last one that I've played, not chronologically or potentially chronologically, is Twilight Princess. Like that's the latest one I've played. Like I never touched Skyward Sword. Yeah.
I think they're remaking a lot of old ones for like Switch, so maybe I'll play some of those.
Yeah. And I think they've ported a lot over to the Virtual Console or something like that, so you can like.
Probably. Yeah, I should check that out. I forgot about that. You have to pay more to get that, but it might be worth it if I'm like committing to playing them.
Yeah.
Like,
and I mean, I think 1
year of that service would be worth the price of playing them all.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
something bucks.
In my opinion, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask still hold up, because I've played those actually fairly recently. So this is a hot take, but I like Majora's Mask more than Ocarina of Time.
That is a hot take. Even as somebody who hasn't played with them, I know that that's not the general consensus.
Yeah, which is, I mean, it's not like I'm gonna like say, yeah, it's the fucking better game, dude. It's the fucking better game. Like, no, I just think it's a more fun. It's like it's like basically they took the exact same engine and like character models and everything as Ocarina of Time, and then placed them all differently and put them in like a new world, and then they were like, here's a different story with a weird time mechanic.
That seems kind of like what they're doing with probably Breath of the Wild 2 or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if they're taking like exact character models and things like that, then
it looks pretty identical.
Yeah. Well, it's a winning strategy. But the time mechanic.
The other game looked really good, so I mean they came out in kind of the same generation of games, only like a few years between them, so like they shouldn't look that different. They're kind of based on. They're kind of the same.
Built off the old
sequence
tech
of games.
It's like how
you need to change the art style every time.
It's like how Elden Ring has a bunch of like enemies and weapons just pulled straight from the Dark Souls series over time.
Do they?
Yeah.
That's cool. I see you were playing that again a little bit.
I did. I smoked up last night, kept a nice buzz going, and I just fucking got myself re-immersed in the world of Whereverland. I don't know what the fuck that place is called. It's good. It took me like a little bit to remember where I hadn't gone, but strangely enough, I managed to reacquaint myself with what I needed to do, where I needed to go next pretty quick in that game, because I think its progression system is pretty nicely handled, where as long as you're not just fucking running from like, as long as you're not like sprinting and like unlocking every site of grace without like fighting anything or doing any of the in-between stuff, like if you're like clearing stuff out as you're sort of exploring the map and unlocking more sites of grace, then you've got a pretty good sense of like what you've done, where you need to go.
I feel like the world is a little bit more I haven't played a lot of FromSoft games, but in the few that I've played, this one feels a little more like you know where you came from. Like there's like landmarks that are more like obvious. You kind of know,
yeah,
I came from over there, I'm going this way. You're not. It's, some places are kind of in some of these games are a little more labyrinthine.
Yeah, that's a good word.
So I don't know. This game, it feels more like open versus like little like twisty roads and tunnels.
So I mean, yeah. So you've played what's the other one?
Been playing some Bloodborne.
Yeah, and is that the one that's more?
I played a little bit of Dark Souls 1, but I did not get very far in it.
Okay.
And I played the hell out of Elden Ring.
Okay. Elden Ring, so here's the thing. I do love how Dark Souls feels like you're like walking through basically a giant maze. That's really fun to look around in. And it all sort of like links up and stuff. It's like a maze that's sort of all directing you towards like a singular pathway eventually. I think that's a fun system, but what I think Elden Ring does really, really well is its open world is designed so that it's open, but it's not... Like, at first it seemed overwhelming to me, but as I've been actually just making some fucking progress in that game. I killed like 8 bosses last night.
Hell yeah.
I just fucking crushed it.
I love that game.
I'm having a lot of fun with it again. I'm glad I decided to pick it back up. But as I've been like exploring the open world, what it is the open world is just sort of designed to have like these little offshoots that are like these fun little divergences, but like it's all pushing you in different directions. Like it's all pushing you either towards like this castle or this place, and you go there and you clean up. Basically you fucking go and you clean up and then the map is directing you to the next place. And it's not like the open world is designed very... It's like basically like if Dark Souls wasn't a series of corridors, but was just like a more open series, like just wider corridors, like bigger rooms, essentially. It's like...
Yeah.
Dark Souls was like it looks like you're a tiny person in this big place, but you're actually just being funneled through all these like tiny little corridors and like nooks and crannies. And then Elden Ring is you are this tiny person in this big place, but the guiding hand, it's not like a funnel, it's more like a... You still know where you're going, it's still like the same directions that you're being pushed, but instead of being like squeezed into this little pathway, it's this wider... You get a wider berth.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
But it's functionally the same. Like it's functionally doing the same thing, it just feels less cramped. I don't know. What am I saying?
No, I agree with you. It's more open. It's attempting to be open, and actually, I think is versus like a lot of... I think what you're trying to say is the previous games give you the illusion of feeling like you have a lot of space to like wander around in while you're pretty linear, and this game actually is just pretty open.
I'm saying a little bit of that, but I'm also saying it's the reverse at the same time. Like, it is more open, so there's more stuff to do, but it's also still like these... It's like wider funnels. It's like a wider funneling of you from location to location. So like the other ones like were made to look open, but they weren't. And then this game is more open, but it's also still not open because it is actually still these big path... It's like the same pathways, but the walls are just spaced further apart. It's like you took the same sort of like maze, like the mouse maze that Dark Souls is. You knock down a couple walls and you open up some spots, but it's like functionally the same sort of like map structure. It's all pushing you in these directions to sort of accomplish these goals. That
makes sense to me.
Okay. Anyways, that's my thoughts on a game that came out at the beginning of this year.
What the hell is... Sorry, I'm getting distracted because I'm trying to put this layer at the very bottom. And I do it. And there it is. It's at the very bottom. And then as soon as I start to draw on it, it pops up above the bottom layer.
Oh, that means... Are you talking about layer 1?
Yeah.
Make sure you have full permissions. Usually that has to do it. Like I have the same issues, but usually it's because I can't like...
I joined this, so maybe that was something.
Oh shit, you know what? Yeah, you're not the operator anymore because you've left.
I am the captain now.
No one's the captain of this. No one... I don't have... operator duties.
Terrifying.
Yeah, I can't become operator, so
Fine.
oh well. You just have to make sure you click insert layer under the layer.
Shiny Doggy says, gonna make dinner tonight. Oh, what are you having?
Oh, hell yeah.
And can I have some? And Extra Attack RPG is here. It says, Henlo Drawbo. Or
Hey,
Dawbo.
Extra Attack, thanks for joining us. We are starting to have
Welcome.
some connection issues, but overall, droppage ain't too bad. I saw we had 0 frames for a hot second, but I feel like we always have.
In the past.
It's better than it's been in the past, and I feel like we always have issues on Monday nights. This is like peak hours, I assume. I have no idea. Oh well. Anyways, hello. Thanks for joining us, and you have a fun dinner, Shiny Doggy.
Fun dinner.
A fun dinner. Like another monster coming out of these little walls. But have we watched? We've been watching the Fast and the Furious movies, but did we watch anything like actually current?
I haven't. No, I haven't really watched anything current myself.
Okay.
Well, you.
No. I've watched.
So you kind of just said that.
Yeah.
Loop back.
Let's loop back to. I mean, what's come out?
Oh yeah, I watched the Weird Al movie
Oh.
last night.
Okay.
I thought it was pretty fun. It's very like. So it's a. I think this is known, so I'm not spoiling anything. But it's a parody of a like a biopic.
Yeah.
None of the details are real.
How
But they
obvious
play
is
it off
it?
like it is.
How
Very.
obvious? Okay.
There's literally a joke in it where he writes "Eat It" and then he gets mad when he finds out Michael Jackson parodying him making "Beat It," and he's like, "People are gonna think that he wrote that first."
That's funny as
Like
hell.
that's the kind of stuff that this movie's doing.
That's great.
It's great. I enjoyed it. It's very silly. I mean, if you're watching it, if you're a Weird Al fan, you'll like it because his stuff is like not highbrow by any means. You know, it's not like Weird Al's stuff is not like god tier like parody.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like it's fun. It's
a
a lot of us
goofy
like
parody.
it because of nostalgia and stuff like that.
And it's just
and they make fun
good-
of that a lot. There's a lot of
good
things where
harmless
like
fun.
he's playing it off like a serious biopic where he's like, look, all I want to do with my life is take well-known songs and change the words. Like he's like very like,
like he's like saying my dream is to make good music that
exactly.
people love.
right. So like they know what they're doing, and they kind of also lean into the fact that his whole like musical career is like based on some very like kind of simple, you know, thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, well, Weird Al's a well-loved figure at this point, and you know, how could you not?
Yeah.
He's made it this far, and there's been no sex scandals, and you know,
He's
part of
just
all our childhood.
he's sort of hit that nice sweet spot where like that a lot of celebrities get when they've been around for long enough and people don't have bad things to say about them, so people are just like, yeah, this guy's like the hero of the internet. Like Weird Al is like one of those people who he just kind of like he's like Tony Hawk, you know? He just sort of gets praise. He sort of just gets respect. Like he's gotten the internet.
It's like a Keanu Reeves, but Keanu Reeves still has time to blow it.
That's true, yeah.
But yeah.
I think
Anyways,
they all have time to blow it.
I thought it was
Like,
fun. Yeah, we do. I mean, yeah, we don't have to go into that. Anyways, yeah, I thought it was fun. I recommend it. It's free. It's on whatever. I guess Roku's trying to be their own streaming service now.
Yeah, they are. That's how I've been watching those Ernest movies. When I say
Oh, gotcha.
been watching, like I've watched more than Scared Stupid, but
It's pretty fun. It kind of like he's not real. I mean, he's in it. He plays like a record executive, Weird Al, but mainly like it feels
great.
kind of like the movies in like TV he used to make when he was actually doing that kind of stuff, like Weird
Like
Al
UHF.
TV or like UHF or like you know,
Good.
he'd have little cameos in all the Naked Gun movies and stuff like that.
yeah.
It feels like that same kind of like level of silliness.
Good, because
but
I love that.
yeah, Daniel Radcliffe plays him, and it's kind of good because he's like he's a good fit for this fake Weird Al, but he's not a good fit for real Weird Al, so it kind of works.
Okay.
Does that makes sense?
Yeah.
Like, he's a good pick because he's not.
Because if it was like somebody who actually would fit the bill of Weird Al, the movie would start to seem like it was...
the movie is all a farce. The entire thing's a farce, so he works too because he's not a good pick for this character. In the same way that, like, if you did like a, I don't know, like in the end of Austin Powers when like Tom Cruise is playing him in the Austin Powers movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like there's a joke in that Brothers Grimsby movie we watched that you still need to... We still got to force you to watch that, but
I'm done.
There's a joke where they have like they say it's Daniel Radcliffe, but it's just so clearly not. It's like a guy who doesn't look anything like Daniel Radcliffe. And it's in the movie. It's very funny, and you're just supposed to like accept it as Daniel Radcliffe.
I love those kind of jokes.
Yeah.
From the chat, Leviathan Dunn says Kitten is doing well so far. Great, love to hear that.
Glad to hear it. And Extra Attack RPG says, I usually play D&D on Monday nights, but not tonight, so it's MF and DrawBomb time, baby!
Yeah!
You got that right.
Yeah, all those kittens that were birthed in this room are being adopted out right now. They're all on, like, Pet Finder now.
Beautiful.
So they're available. Feel free to grab some kittens owned by, birthed in the DrawBomb Studios.
That's right.
This very room right here.
Get your official DrawBomb merchandise.
Yeah, you can get a DrawBomb cat. Birth. Only feet away from where the magic happens.
We're getting a new stock soon. Just gotta get this cat pregnant as hell again.
Oh, God. But yeah, so that's happening. I have to use the bathroom, so I'm gonna do that real quick.
All right, how do you feel about this picture? I guess I just gotta finish these.
Well, I was waiting for the break, but it took a little longer than I was trying to hold off.
What time is it?
You gotta color your little Jar Jar Binks scorpion.
Yeah,
lizard.
My little scyther.
That is how he looked, right? At least from memory. That's kind of.
That is how Scyther looks from memory. It's gonna take 2 seconds.
Okay, I'll wait then.
All right, if you want to help at all, I mean.
Nah, I don't wanna.
Did you hear me? I got pee in my colon, and it needs to come out.
In your colon?
It's bursting. It's bursting out. It's hitting the other organs now.
That's horrible.
That's right. It's entering my uterus.
Oh man, I didn't even know I had one of those.
You shouldn't. You should have a prostate.
Hope so. If not, I really need to talk to my doctor.
Yeah. I got so much pee in my balls.
That's where it's stored. Everyone knows.
Everyone knows that pee is stored in the balls.
Science tries to tell me otherwise, but they can't. Yeah. They're just trying to lie.
Get out of here, scientists. What do you know?
Try to explain to me how magnets work.
What do you know, scientists? Aside from everything, Jeez.
It's kind of the whole business, right?
Yeah. If you ever say to a scientist, like, what do you know? Just, they're going to tell you their degree.
I think it was Biodome or something, where somebody's like, what are you, some kind of like rocket scientist? And the guy's like, yeah. And it's like, oh, okay.
I haven't seen Biodome. We should watch that for Bad Movie Night sometime. No, never.
Wow. I watched a lot as a kid. I imagined it would be terrible now, but I liked it then.
I remember.
I liked how many Pauly Shore films would hold up at this point in time.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I liked Goofy Movie as a kid, and that was Biodome referencing.
I feel like
Biodome adjacent.
I feel like Max's friend in Goofy movie. Pauly Shore probably didn't have much creative control over that film, so I don't know if that counts as calling it a Pauly Shore film.
No, I said it's
the
Pauly
one
Shore
guy who eats cheese.
I said it's Biodome adjacent.
Yeah, that's fair.
He says Mac and the Cheese Whiz, which I think is like they're referencing something, or he says something. One of his lines.
The juice.
Something like that. One of his things is a reference to Biodome, I'm sure.
I mean, he did his character on MTV, and then he basically played that character in every other film
ever. Yeah.
I think he still is that character.
I think that's just who he is. I think
if you're a celebrity, yeah, that's very possible. Maybe I
think he's just him.
Justice.
Just being himself.
I'm just being me, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
I'm the weasel.
This is the second episode we've mentioned. We've done Pauly Shore references. Where's my check, buddy? Where's my petty? Speaking of fake biopics, Pauly Shore once made a fake biopic about his life.
But is that the one where he dies?
Yeah.
Never seen it.
I haven't seen it either, but I just know that it's a fake biopic, and I always thought that was a funny idea. So yeah, it's funny how those two plot lines converged a little bit there, eh?
I was watching that Weird Al movie with my buddy last night, and I'm like, it's kind of like, I was like, oh, Walk Hard did it better, and he's like, shook his head, and I'm like, you've never seen Walk Hard? And he's like, no, and I'm like, why are we watching this then?
Yeah.
Like, you should be seeing Walk Hard.
Walk Hard is like Walk Hard was so good it should have ended biopics.
It kind of did. You don't see a lot of them. There's still a few. I guess we've been pretty heavy with them the last couple of years. Like dropped the Elton John and the Bohemian Rhapsody one.
Queen, and then before that there's also been the Elvis one, and then there was the James.
Oh yeah,
Brown
okay.
one.
Never mind. They're still coming out. Coming out
fast
every day.
Furious.
Leviathan Dunn says, I've been enjoying Stardew, you chaps. Good. I like it a lot. I don't know. I think you have to like a certain type of game. You have to like that kind of like relaxing, like, I don't know, like work simulator type, town simulator type thing. I enjoy those, but not everybody does. But I'm glad you do. It's fun. There's a ton of content. I've played probably like 100 hours, and I still haven't done everything. Pretty fun.
A lot of game there.
All right. Are we done with this?
Yeah, let's go to the Be Right Back screen. You take your PP.
Yay! Sounds
okay. Good. Go pee out of your penis. We return.
It's good to be back.
Shimmy, shimmy. Shimmy, shimmy. That was not a shimmy. That was more like a robot judo chop thing.
Yeah. It was like a bob and chop.
Yeah. We should do a draw Scyther from memory.
Okay, so here, I want to pitch something.
Okay.
And we can do Scyther from memory if you want, but I was thinking we should do, I think the segment should be called Draw Scyther from Memory, but I was thinking before the show even started, we should do tonight. We each pick a character for the other person that person has to draw from memory.
Okay. Well, I think we should both draw the same character from memory. I think the fun is sort of the competing.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, that's fair.
We can do more than one character, though. It doesn't have to stop with Scyther. Like, we could do Scyther and then move on to different characters.
Okay, so you feel like we should do Scyther at least.
Yeah.
Start off, kick it off.
If we're going to continue calling the segment Draw Scyther from Memory, like, kick it off with Scyther.
Okay.
But let's start with Scyther. So, no looking.
Put some time on the clock.
Oh, yeah, I guess we should do a timer. Just kind of keep things brief. Ready? 5 minutes on the clock. And go.
I haven't drawn Scyther in a while. I've definitely lost some of the Scyther memory that I've acquired.
Yeah, we're doing it like once a month at least for 2 months. So we did it twice, and then we stopped for a while. So I've definitely lost my touch. I haven't looked at Scyther in a while.
I play some Pokemon Go once in a while, so I see the occasional Scyther, but I haven't logged any of that information.
Interesting. You haven't sort of kept it on lockdown. You've sort of.
Oh, makes sense.
Okay.
I'm trying. I want to win.
I feel like this is probably my closest to Scyther that I've ever done, but it's not good still. It's just closest.
That's exactly how I feel about mine.
It's like incremental progress. I feel like I'm sort of cheating now because I'm looking at your head is definitely much. I'm never gonna fucking remember that head. Like I always get the head into like a weird Rayman shape or something like that. But I'm not looking at your guy anymore. This looks about right. I can't redo the head because as fucked up as my head looks. Now that I've seen yours, I know that yours is close. And that would just be cheating. Okay. I'm done. I'm calling mine. Oh. Oh no. I'm just now noticing that Branthor has left. His internet has once again dropped out. Well, this is unfortunate. Sorry, I'm sending a text right now. This is just going to be dead air for a hot second. I don't know what to tell you. Oopsie poopsies. This segment has been cut short. Here's my Scyther, by the way. Still want to give Brandon time to draw his legs, because I feel like the legs are going to be an important piece of the puzzle. Oh, he's joined, so he's back. So that means his internet is sort of functioning again in some capacity. He's back. He returns once again.
Hello.
Hello.
You hear me?
I hear ya. We're waiting to see you, which, you know, that's just Discord sort of loading it up. The webcam.
Oh, you're gonna see me.
Well,
You're gonna see me, all right.
Well,
yeah, your Scyther I think is better than mine.
I want you to do your legs still on that thing.
Call it a Scyther. It's a Scyther.
It's a Scyther. Yeah, the timer is irrelevant at this point because of the internet droppage. So I'm just gonna let you finish the legs. Just gonna let you finish the legs, and then we'll just start pulling the picture up. I'm getting it ready. Now it's funny that we always use the same picture of Scyther.
Are there other pictures? Does he have more than one?
Well, yeah, because he's like a drawing, so he's, you know, he's animated, so there's like other angles, and like there's like 3D models that you could look at, but we're gonna always compare it to the same picture, because I feel like that's the true picture of Scyther.
Right.
Are you ready?
Drew Scyther. I'm ready.
I think we're both getting there.
Okay. All right. So. Man, I always do the wings wrong.
Yeah, we always do the wings the same.
Better.
I feel like we're getting certain things right, and then other parts, like we're slowly sort of feeling out certain elements of the character.
We got the bottom from his waist down. He's perfect.
Yeah.
Arguably, like within reason. There's a few details.
He's got like a couple of flare on his thighs.
His arms, I've been getting wrong in the same way always. So I'm gonna take a mental note here.
Mine are closer to
this much closer.
Scythe shape, you know, like that. That's what I have to keep in mind.
Scyther. If I could fucking remember that part, I'd be doing a lot better.
I always forget his little Aladdin vest he's got going on his like torso.
Oh yeah, okay. I haven't noticed that till now. Is my camera not? My camera's not doing nothing.
This camera is still not connecting, unfortunately.
I'll get that working. You don't worry about that.
So yeah, that's Scyther from memory. Now who should be the next character we draw from memory?
Hold on, let me get this working, and then you can. Do you want to pick the next one, or should I?
I mean, I think it's just like we shout characters out, and then we're both like, oh yeah, let me just do it. Like it doesn't need to be a.
Okay, so the one that I had in mind, I don't know, I don't think it would be that hard, but maybe that's okay because it'd be good to have somewhere to start.
Okay.
Darkwing Duck.
Oh, interesting.
How do you feel about that one?
I never watched the show, but I'll be down. I mean,
okay. Well,
I know what his character.
You are familiar with.
I've seen his character, so like it's not like I just don't have like a lot of like intense memories attached to Darkwing Duck.
Okay. I watched a lot of Darkwing Duck. Let me get this my camera fixed first, but feel free to like kick around other ideas if you don't want to do one of a show you haven't watched. You know, There's a million characters out there.
I mean, I want to say Arthur the Aardvark, but I also never watched that show.
I would be down to do that one.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I could draw something like Arthur. I just never watched the show, but I like both with Darkwing Duck.
I didn't have cable.
Both with Darkwing Duck and Arthur, I sort of absorbed information about those characters through cultural like osmosis. So.
Hey, what a wonderful kind of day. Is this
the theme song? Okay.
All right, let me try to kill my camera and bring it back up.
Okay. There you go.
There it is. There's that beautiful man.
Just gotta turn it off and on again.
Mm-hmm.
It's classic.
Okay, so let's start with those. Well, you haven't seen those shows. It's not fair.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. How about Mandark from Dexter's Lab?
Is that his enemy?
Yeah. That's a show I watched a lot.
I didn't watch much of it because I didn't have cable and I was.
Oh, we're gonna have a fucked up. We didn't watch the same shows. You were watching VeggieTales
because I couldn't afford. Yeah, I was, but that was because my school required me to.
We did not live the same childhoods. Like we watched different channels.
I couldn't watch much. I wanted to watch Dexter. Every time I went to my grandma's, I'd watch like Cartoon Network for like 12 hours straight.
Hell yeah, because that shit was dope.
Yeah, it was the good stuff. But at home, I had to watch Arthur because I didn't have cable.
I mean, Arthur, from what I hear, was still pretty good.
I don't know. I liked it at the time, but I haven't watched it in 1,000 years, so I can't like.
Let's just do fucking Darkwing Duck, okay? I think I'll surprise you with how not too bad my Darkwing Duck is.
Let's get dangerous.
All right. Wait, I gotta put on a timer again.
Should we hide each other's?
Probably
layers?
should. Yeah, I'm gonna hide the chaps layers.
It'll be more fun. Are you able to see it on the show? If
yeah.
Okay.
Because it's a separate window.
All right, I hid yours.
All right.
Wait,
ready
what
for
layer are you drawing on?
Top one.
Oh, okay. I hit Ian.
Oh, I don't. For some reason, I associate top with Top Cat, yo. For some reason, even though I know it's like top layers.
I'll hide the top ones too.
No, I'll go to Ian one. We're good. All right, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm not sure I'll do good at this either. I just
okay.
Some ideas.
That's okay. Let's get started. When there's trouble, you call DW. Darkwing Duck. See, I know the theme song.
Dangerous. Darkwing Duck. Uh, there was in the '90s. There was some kind of like Duckverse, right? I think.
Yes.
All off the heels of DuckTales fame.
Yes. Did you ever watch any episodes of the weird like Mighty Ducks anime that they made for like 6 episodes?
No.
Okay, so this is the weird show
I watched a lot of Darkwing Duck, a lot of Tailspin, a lot of DuckTales. But
so this is an interesting show. There are so many shows that I remember being younger and like watching like the first 3 episodes of, and then the show just gets fucking canceled because I'm the only person who's watching it or something like that. So there was like this Mighty Ducks, basically it was an animated cartoon, but it was like fucking done like an anime essentially, or like one of those DC Comics like cartoons that was happening in the 90s and that have sort of been making that resurgence, that like sort of half Bruce Timm, closer to sort of like, it's like I keep thinking of it as American anime, like how all the DC animated movies look. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Okay. So it was like animated like that, like the American anime, and what's that show on Amazon about the superheroes but they all explode? Invincible. It, like that style too is very much.
Don't spoil it. That they explode.
Yeah. But that's like also what I consider American anime. Like that's like that style, you know. Anyways, so it was animated like that, but it was about like this team of like future space prisoner ducks who all have to form like a time traveling hockey team that plays hockey to like fight against the interdimensional space fascists or whatever. I don't remember or it's a bad guy or something like that. I don't totally remember the plot exactly, but basically it's just like, what if they had to play hockey to like live? And
so
it's like
Space Jam,
sort of, but like not at all funny. Like it was deadly serious. In fact, in the first episode, they have like the team captain. They're like, I remember this. They're like riding some sort of space bus through like the Bill and Ted wires that they like travel through whenever they like are in the phone booth going through time or whatever. The one like team captain like falls out of their space bus or whatever the fuck is going on, and like he gets like turns into electricity, and they're like, no, the captain's dead, we gotta press on. And I just remember this very, very serious Mighty Duck, and like I was like, Mighty Ducks, but it's starring duck characters, well this is great. And then I watch it and it's just like super drama. Like Dragon Ball Z but with hockey.
Weird. Who's that for?
I don't know, it wasn't for me.
It'd be very fun to see like the pitch room for some of those shows being made.
Yeah, it felt very much like that Lunatics Unleashed.
Yeah, this is what kids want.
Yeah, they want hardcore action. We're gonna make The Sopranos but for kids, and it's Mighty Ducks. It's Mighty Ducks, but DuckTales also. I'm
going a little rough with this because I'm going off like memory type stuff, so like it doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
Just, like get the details.
I spent so long on that bill because I was just like, why can't I get this fucking shape?
I practiced that bill a lot as a kid, so I kind of know that the like Chuck, the like Looney Tunes bill.
Yeah, I used to practice that bill a lot too because that was the only way I knew how to draw a duck, and you better believe I drew hella ducks in school, but I haven't done it in so long.
If you're drawing a cartoon duck, you don't have any options anymore. They have a monopoly on how you draw a duck.
Yeah.
Bill.
Darkwing Duck.
I'm adding some flourishes that I might find out are not any part of this character.
Speaking of
I feel like they are.
Well, I'm excited to see it. I feel like I'm
excited to see how right I am because I've not looked at a picture of Darkwing Duck in I don't know the last time I've seen him.
I feel like what I have is close, but it's also very generalized. Like I'm missing, like mine's like a very generalized version of Darkwing Duck. Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah, what was that?
That was the timer.
Oh, shit. Okay. Let me add one more detail and I'm ready.
All right. I also, speaking of weird ass cartoons, I remember Looney Tunes had like some sort of anniversary episode where Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck played football against each other as like their own form of the Super Bowl, but there was also behind the scenes footage of like 30 Rock style shit of like making a Looney Tunes.
Okay.
I don't know. It was just like a one-off hour-long special. I just remember that. Fun stories with Ian.
I'm ready to reveal the ducks.
Alrighty. I am going to unhide yours.
I think I did good.
Now. Okay. Yeah, you probably did better. I mean, I was on the same wavelength. I just didn't have like the belt or like specifically the pea coat variant of jacket.
He has the pea coat for sure. He has like a Ninja Turtles.
That definitely
like,
seems
thing.
Yeah.
Eye thing too. Got the hat. His hat's bigger than yours, but you got the cape. That's important. All right, let's see. How do we do?
Okay. Darkwing Duck.
Okay.
I mean, the hat's
So he has
brim.
a turtleneck.
Yeah, he's got a turtleneck underneath. Very loose one. It's kind of like falling out of the back a little bit.
Yeah.
Got a cape.
He has the cape. We both got the cape. I almost didn't include the cape, and I remembered at the last second.
Cape's like like I remember three things. I remember like bandana, hat, suit with hat, cape. Also a duck.
I didn't remember how they did the feet in the duck verse. They're like socks. They go up.
They do. Oh yeah, you're right. And I guess I never really paid attention to how they connect the feet.
Yeah, they have tails. I didn't give him a tail.
I give him a tail. So you
give him a tail.
suck
you
my
got that
dick.
I'd rather not. All right, not bad. Not bad.
Yeah.
All right, you get to pick the next character.
Okay.
It could be Dexter's Laboratory characters if you want, because I just made you do Darkwing Duck, or you can pick something
Let's do
else, whatever you
Arthur.
want.
Let's do Arthur. This will be fun. I mean, I wasn't far off with my Darkwing Duck. I just
You were no, you were good. You were good.
I was better than my Cypher.
Are you drawing on Ian 1, 2, 3 or top?
Ian 1, 2, 3.
Okay. All right, so Arthur.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have trouble with his head. I know
I
the
feel like
rest.
his head's all I got.
Okay, cool.
And maybe
Well,
his sense of
let's go.
fashion. I mean, I always remember a fit. So, I mean, we'll see. All right, timer starting. Darkwing Duck. Sing the Arthur theme song.
Yeah. Oh, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. Live or learn to work and play and get along with each other. Pretty like bland.
Oh, yeah.
Like no conflict.
Yeah.
There's no excitement. It's just
Not
like,
like
hey,
those-
we're gonna learn how to be good people, and it's
Hey,
like,
that's what the show is about. It's about conflict resolution in healthy, emotional ways.
that's true.
I think we've talked about like weird ass theme songs from like the 90s and how a lot of them are like, isn't the world just falling apart? But thank God you got your family.
Yeah. Yeah, they went a lot. Theme songs were a lot more like lyrical in the
Yeah.
past. Now they're just kind of like maybe
It's
throw
like
in the name of the song, but just do music.
Yeah, so like it's interesting how title sequences have sort of like transformed over the years, because like it used to be they used to be like title sequences in like the 60s would be like 80 minutes long or something like that, like, or they'd be 5 minutes long, but title sequences would be like a whole ass shebang. And that was that way for a while, and it like in the 90s title sequences were about a minute and a half. Like the song would be a full minute and a half, just like wasting your time, as you would see the same minute and a half you see every episode.
I feel like in the like 70s and 80s they were trying to make songs that would like become like chart listers,
Yeah, they were for sure.
and it's like, just make a song jingle, make a jingle for this TV show.
And
Stop
this
trying to
like
make a song that's going to be a song.
yeah,
I mean, there's some good ones, but there's a lot of bad ones too.
oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, they were just trying to find the marketing gimmick that would work. Jeez, I'm fucking up this Arthur so bad, just trying to get his
My
body
Arthur, it
shape
looks-
right.
My
He looks
Arthur
like a
looks like he
nightmare.
got like he has like some bone disease where he's like all crumpled.
My Arthur looks like he kills people. Like he just looks like a psychopath.
Oh, well, that's correct.
Anyways, it's like title sequences, and like it wasn't until the 90s I feel like there's like maybe lyrics in the 70s. I don't know. I can't speak on the 70s too much because obviously that I don't think I've watched a lot of TV from the 70s, but 80s and 90s would often just explain the plot. Well, 80s would explain the plot of the show. They'd be like, here's a bunch of turtles and they're gonna fight you up and you better make sure turtles don't hurt you. Or some shit
Turtles
like
like to punch and you're gonna get punched.
Yeah, street sharks are gonna fight you. The street sharks,
Half shark, half street.
They fucking do a lot of extreme sports shit. The street sharks. Huh. But sitcoms in the 90s would like in the 80s they would also explain the plot of the show, but in the 90s they were just like weird vagaries of like, this is the world, but don't thank God that your situation of this sitcom is the way that it is.
The song's like the Cheers song. That's like 70s, I think, but that's like a full song.
That is a full song.
Then there's also ones like Taxi, which are just like a bop. It's just like very
like
chill,
there's a lot
smooth.
of
There's
the
no
70s.
words.
Yeah, the 70s had a lot of fucking funky jams with tasty licks, and that was like their theme songs.
My Arthur's ready.
My Arthur is ready to go too. And then 2000s rolled around and we started like cut back on the theme songs just a little bit. Trying to pull up the timer. And then like around True Detective, like True Detective had a long ass intro, but it had a great intro.
Right.
So
it was worth the time. Like you didn't feel like it's like, you know, True Detective, that little skip button pops up to pass the intro, and I'm like, nah.
And then
Same
everyone,
with like, you know,
sorry, go ahead.
Game of Thrones, like the original series. I'd watch that intro most of the time. It was pretty fun.
It's a great intro.
Gets you hype.
Yeah. Sopranos had an interesting intro, which was like also basically an entire song, and it was just like shitty handycam footage of driving around New Jersey.
This morning, got some gabagool.
Got yourself a gun.
Oh, his collar. That's what I forgot. I'm like, I knew he's in a sweater, but something didn't feel right.
Yeah, I was fucking up.
He's wearing a shirt. He's wearing like a button up underneath.
Your fucking Arthur is so funny.
If I would have just added
That's
that fucking button
funniest Arthur ever. That shit looks so funny. My Arthur kills people. Your Arthur is a fucking war crimer.
We're both close. We're both very close. Oh, we didn't get his shoes right.
Where did I fucking paste this picture just now?
Your Arthur's wearing like baggy clothes because he's like, he has to. The normal ones are covered in blood. He has to like change them all.
Yeah.
You got his head pretty accurate.
I did, yeah. His head, I told you, his head's all I got. And then I said I'd never forget a fit, and I clearly did.
You thought he wore sweatpants and his sweatshirt.
I meant to draw jeans, and I just fucking vagued out on it. I was like, fuck, I don't know, man. I knew he wore a
kind of day.
I knew he wore a sweater. I knew the sweater was part of the thing. I just forgot that the collars poke out.
I knew it was a sweater too, but I'm like, something's wrong. I don't know what it is. And it was the neck. It was the collar.
The neck. The neck is. I went V-neck.
Like, is he in a turtleneck?
He is kind of in a V-neck though. I mean that forms a V.
He has a sweater with a button up sticking out.
Yeah. It's a look. It's a look. Who next? Who should we do?
He looks studious. He's studious. All right, let's clear these from the board.
Who are we drawing from?
If there's anybody in the chat who has recommendations, feel free to throw them out there. In the meantime, apparently there's 4 people watching.
Jesus Christ.
I think this is fun.
Try drawing Dexter.
Okay, let's do that.
All right.
You're gonna beat me. I have some. I mean, he's such an iconic character that I feel like. Okay.
It's been a while since I've drawn or looked at Dexter's Laboratory, so I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I feel like I'm already fucking up. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I didn't have anything to say.
Omelette du fromage. Extra attack says I'm playing the dice game in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. They have those. They like to do that in Assassin's Creed.
I played that game. I played a little Valhalla.
In Assassin's Creed 3, which is like you're set during the American Revolution, there's like this fucking I don't know if they're I'm assuming they're legit games that people used to play back in the day, but they have like all these mini games that are just like, hey, do you want to play a board game that people used to do to pass the time when they didn't have video games? And it's like, no, I don't.
No, I'm good.
I'm sorry to whoever spent the time coding this.
I'm gonna be super wrong because I was wrong about Powerpuff Girls, and I felt like my mind was blown. Is this Jenna Tartakovsky?
This is Gendy Tartakovsky, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I want to say. Oh my god, I'm fucking this up. This looks so bad, man.
I'm good about certain details, but
I feel like hair down to glasses and maybe the nose, nailed it. Everything else, jeez.
Keep in mind, if I beat you, I didn't have cable, so I wasn't even able to watch this. So I deserve extra points.
How much have you watched like Dexter, like as an adult, like with the ability to sort of?
As an adult, not much. I should.
It's a great show. Still holds up in my opinion. They had this movie called Dexter's Lab Ego Trip, which was like the series conclusion, I think, where they like sort of wrapped everything up. And that shit was hilarious. Such a good, like, sort of finish to the thing.
Oh, really? I didn't know about that.
Yeah. It's like, I haven't seen it since I was a child, but I kind of wish I could, like, I hope I can find it somewhere. I should, like, sort of try and watch it at some point. Dexter's Lab Ego Trip, because it's like they go to like the future in like 2 different like timelines. So they meet up with like Dexter when he's like 20, Dexter when he's 30, and then Dexter when he's like 80. And so it's like all of them, and then Dexter, like from the show as like a 6-year-old kid, is there, like trying to like.
This. The one thing I was struggling a lot with was his nose, and then the moment that like I tried something, it feel like it unlocked the rest of the character.
Nice. Well, you probably did better than me. My memory sucks, it turns out.
I got a Dexter going on here. I'm excited to see yours.
Ready for this? This is gonna be awful. This looks so bad, man.
Oh.
I should like. This looks bad.
That's not Dexter. You didn't even get his head shape right. Like, that's the whole thing. He's like a square.
I think I did better than you might expect.
Okay, let's see the real Dexter.
It's not good.
Might be bad.
It's still not good.
I'm feeling good about mine. Maybe when I see the real one, I'll take it back.
I mean, yours is good, for sure. Like, yours is, like, good. Hold on. I forgot to post something.
Did I get the nose and mouth right? It feels right, but...
You got it pretty close.
Okay, so yeah, it's pointy, but it does come down into a mouth like a Simpsons mouth. Because I started to draw the nose, and it, like, unlocked... I had the mouth drawn completely different. I had it, like, hanging off the side of the face. And I was, like, the moment I drew the nose, I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, you used to have the mask.
Some memory.
You definitely... I mean, you did better than me, for sure. Like, I think you did good. I think I did all right.
I gave him pointy glasses.
Yeah, you definitely gave him cat eyes. Cat eye glasses.
I thought that was his glasses. You were right, though, the glasses.
See, I was right, though.
More body.
I nailed
more, like...
Yeah.
He's just, like...
He's buff.
Nothing.
You've been hitting the gym.
He's legs and a head.
I was correct in that I pretty much nailed the glasses and hair. Everything else I fucked up. Alrighty. We did it. Oh, that was the timer. Time to move on.
Alright. I have one that I think is gonna be really fucking hard, and maybe you'll be like, no, let's not do that.
Go for it. What is it?
Arnold from
Hey
Magic
Arnold?
School Bus.
Oh, Arnold from Magic School Bus. Okay. Yeah.
Wanna try
I mean, we basically just drew him.
That's true. That's true. We can do Arnold from Hey Arnold, or a character from Hey Arnold.
Let's do Arnold from Hey Arnold. Or
what about Harold from Hey Arnold.
We could do Harold. We could, like, I feel like, okay, so we do Scyther from memory because Scyther is so complicated that there's no way we're gonna be close. And sure, my Dexter was, like, a fucking atrocious mess, like, awful. Throw that shit in the dumpster. But we should pick a character from Hey Arnold, like Grandpa, who's super complicated.
Let's draw Grandpa.
Draw Grandpa from Hey Arnold.
It's gonna be hideous. I mean, he was hideous to begin with, so...
Yeah.
He has some weird shaped head, like, going on. There's, like...
It's
okay. Well, I'm not gonna discuss it out loud.
Yeah, I would describe his head shape as, like, nice scrotal.
His head's kind of, like, phallic, but also, like, brain damp, like, sloth. Like, he got his head run over by a car or something.
Yeah.
This
a lot of weird shaped heads in that show.
This is gonna be a hard one. I have not seen this character in forever.
Arnold had the dopest room of any character in anything ever.
They were just so sad that his parents got killed that they bought him a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, he had,
ease the pain.
Yeah, that room was dope as fuck.
It like shaped whatever millennial wants. Like
yeah, for sure.
It created the smart gadget industry.
Arnold was a fucking hipster long before hips. Like Arnold is what hipsters grew up idolizing.
I want a remote that does everything, but why?
I want to sleep on a couch that's also my bed.
I got to live that dream and it sucked. I was like, I want a futon because then I'll have a couch and a bed in my room. My dad's like, okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, this hurts.
Why does my back hurt? And why do I wake up unrested? Oh man. Arthur was definitely like or Hey Arnold. Why am I saying Arthur? Hey Arnold was definitely a show where like every episode was just like Arnold going way too above and beyond to help people out with some real sometimes non-issue stuff, but he's like just going out of his way to like pacify these people.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the people, like he owed nothing to these people and he's like, well, I don't want them to be mad with me.
Yeah, or sometimes he'll be like, I don't want them to be sort of sad a little bit. And yeah, it's just like,
them to be sad.
Arnold, your mental health is like going down the fucking tubes for Sid right now. Like, you just gotta let him, like, his parents should be, Sid's parents should be taking him to therapy for his germophobia. Like, you don't gotta be.
It's not your job to solve him.
Yeah, exactly. You're not a licensed therapist, Arnold. You gotta look out for you sometimes. You just did karate on a random man on a bus. Stop. Wasn't there a movie that like wrapped up the whole show that came out like 10 years later? I never watched it.
Yeah, I never saw it either.
What was your opinion on Hey Arnold? Like as a kid when you would watch it, like what was your child brain?
I liked it mostly, but it was kind of like there's certain shows where I'm like, this is pure entertainment, and then there's other shows that feel like it's like a level of I'm not trying to shit on it because I think it's a good show, but there's like a level of like blandness or like they're trying to teach me stuff that kind of like takes it away from just being like full like
fun in games. Yeah,
like you watch something like SpongeBob and it's just like slapstick, like just out of control, like
yeah, just
it's
humor.
all about visual gags. And then there's shows where you're like, okay, they're trying to make me like learn. And it's still a good show, but they're trying to make me learn.
For me, yeah, like Hey Arnold was like watching like a Mike Judge show, like or Mike Judge cartoon a lot of the times for me, like as a kid. Like I would see Hey Arnold, like Hey Arnold would have like a lot of just like moments of like just normal ass shit happening, like people living their lives, and then like me as a kid's just like, when are they gonna like go to space or like have a talking animal? Like I want like like
it's just a little too like maybe when it came out I was emotionally not old enough or just not old enough. Where it
Yeah.
was just like, this is kind of boring.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
also, like,
Because
not a bad show. The animation's decent. Like, a lot of the storylines are interesting. A lot of the jokes are funny. But they also, like, cover a lot of, like, real issues. Like,
yeah.
Helga's mom's an alcoholic. And you're just like,
Oh my god.
I'm going to watch fucking Looney Tunes instead.
Yeah,
People
exactly.
just bonk each other on the head with hammers.
Can I watch Tiny Toons where they fucking like? Because Tiny Toons is
Yeah.
on all the time too.
We're tiny, we're toony, we're all a little loony.
Yeah,
I feel like I remember.
like Beavis and Butthead has like all these like moments where it's like either Beavis and Butthead are walking around like looking at stuff, or it's like a character's going like, "Wow, the way you did that equation on that chalkboard randomly," and they drew a dick or something like that. It's so elegant and it solves our equation. Our algorithm's fixed, and so like those shows were no fun to me as a kid because I was just like, when are they gonna fucking explode or whatever? Like,
Yeah, you were looking for something more specific.
yeah.
All right, I think mine's ready, and I'm pretty happy with it.
I'm
I'm
ready to go
excited
too.
to see what the real grandpa looks like.
All right, hey Arnold, Grandpa.
Oh, so we both got the head shape right, to some degree. I haven't seen the real photo, but we both hit similar beats.
Oh yeah, okay.
He's got
Ready?
a weird lump, and he's got a chin. All right,
Are you ready for this shit?
I don't know. I think so.
So,
Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, so we made him. I made him like way more like immobile.
I made him
You
way
got
more
the suspenders,
postured.
right?
Yeah, I got this. I knew the outfit. I
We
knew
both
the outfit.
forgot the eyebrows, which is a key.
Yeah, the outfit was pretty vital.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know the outfit, so you have the t-shirt.
I made his posture far more cartoony, like that weird like.
You got closer to his posture than I did. He's at least standing upright. My guy has a cane.
Yeah, you did give him a cane. Yeah, you did not remember the grandpa very well, unfortunately.
Look at the head shape, though. I got that head shape. I got the ear.
You drew him like you drew him kind of more lemon shaped. Like he is a bit more boxy, like mine is, but you drew a lemon for a head right there.
Unacceptable.
That's right.
Yeah, he is a lemon head. But I got the head pretty.
Yeah, I think you got the chin closer than I did. The nose too. You nailed the nose.
Oh, I did. Wow. I got that. Okay. I should have thought about when I did the eyes. I was like, I don't know what his eyes look like, but I'm like, I didn't think about. I should have just drew him like Arnold characters.
One thing that we should really get a picture of though, real quick, is his mouth being open. Because one aspect we all teeth. Included.
See those pearly whites or lack thereof.
Oh my god, I nailed the teeth.
You even got them in the right placement.
Yeah.
You went square and you put them in the right spot.
I sure did. I fucking nailed. Thank you very much. I'm gonna zoom in on you clapping. Oh yeah. I did zoom in. You don't have to clap anymore. It's
Weird things that we should have included. He's got a lot of cheekbones. Look at that lip. The weird lip. His chin is strange. It's like there's a dick inside his head. If he closes his mouth, like there's like it's a very phallic shape passing through Hey Arnold Grandpa's head.
He's got a very dick. Here's the thing. When I was trying to find a picture of his head close up with his mouth open, I kept getting pictures drawn of like drawings over top of his head shaping out the dick.
Yeah, it's there. It's like if a Looney Tunes character tried to eat like a big sandwich or steak, and then they close their mouth and their head's shaped like the piece of food. Looks like Looney Tunes ate a dildo. Yeah.
It's I would show some of these pictures, but they're just giant drawings.
It's not that kind of shit.
It's not that even I'm worried about TOS. I'm just like, what are you gonna get out of it? It's a fucking drawing of a dick over top of the
You get it. If you've seen Hey Arnold, you've seen what you thought.
You don't need me here.
You've seen these. I've seen those pictures myself, so I know it. I think everybody else has too. Ian, do you have anything to plug?
Man, you didn't even wait for 20 seconds after saying my name. You just rushing through these plugs.
Ian,
Brandon.
do you have anything to plug?
That Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Check out. Let me get the fucking link again.
I saw that it's like one of the like Kickstarter like editor chosen
Yeah,
things to Kickstarter. That's pretty cool.
Kickstarter loves, or you know, that whatever it's called.
They love you.
They love me. I've posted a link in the chat if you want to support the Kickstarter. Every dollar that it earns now goes to supporting the artists and getting them extra money for their contributions.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's that. I don't have anything else current to plug.
I had something I was gonna plug for once, and I'm drawing a blank.
Oh no.
Say no. Oh, you got 9 days left on the Kickstarter.
Yes,
Oh,
we
you
do.
guys have cleared the goal by a bit. Nice.
We did, yeah. Very happy with
How many
that.
artists are there?
24.
Nice.
Yeah. Have you remembered what you need to plug?
Nope, it's gone.
Alrighty.
I'll wait till
Should we
next
just? You just wait till next week. Okay.
week. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to.
Well, we tried to.
But thanks everybody for watching. Thanks
Thank you.
Extra Attack RPG, Leviathan Den. Thanks for resubscribing. Shiny Doggy, thanks for coming back. And Crazy Kyle.
Oh.
Resubscribe too.
That's right.
What a gentleman.
Thank you, everybody. Take care. Have a good night, and we'll see you next time.
So long.
Bye. Whoa, doing finger thing. Whoa, look at those fingers go. Oh.